Even before the humbling at the hands of Atletico Madrid, Barcelona were in a crisis situation. We saw it coming. Before taking on Diego Simeone's men at the Wanda Metropolitano, the Blaugrana were undefeated in the league, had won 2 and drawn 2. Their performances, however, weren't that great either, and the humbling at the hands of Bayern Munich in the Champions League was another indication of how far they've fallen. Even the draw against Granada served as a great reminder why the Catalan giants have fallen on hard times. From the outside, it never really looks good. Devoid of their star player Lionel Messi due to financial troubles of their own creation, the Spanish giants are no longer a force in Spain, let alone Europe. In between those issues, there's a larger issue of Ronald Koeman, a star for the club as a player, but cutting a forlorn figure at the dugout, not getting a lot of love from the very man who appointed him, Joan Laporta. The club seems to be living in a total crisis, and inevitably, the press hasn't been nice to them either. And then you've got Gerard Pique, now an elderly statesman, trying to patch things up at the club, while knowing all too well that he's fighting a lost cause. The legendary centre-back's criticism of the team's performance against the reigning Spanish champions was scathing, but then again, can you deny anything he said? So then, let's take a look at how the season is unfolding for Barcelona, while also taking a look at the major talking points from the other leagues around the continent. Before we do that, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, and maybe you might end up getting a thank you message from any player you can think of. If Inter Milan fans were concerned with Romelu Lukaku's departure this summer, they can be reassured with Edin Dzeko as his replacement. The former AS Roma striker has made a great start in his new colours, with 6 goals in Serie A. The Bosnian striker was once again at his decisive best, scoring a goal and winning a penalty in the 2-1 win over Sassuolo, who were never an easy team to play against. He might be nearing the end of his playing career, but the veteran striker's instincts remain as sharp as ever. For now, Inter Milan can be happy that they've found a short-term replacement for the Belgian striker. But of course, this can't go on forever, so their striker hunt will have to start at some point. The new season has only just started, but Manchester United are already losing crucial points at home. After a much-deserved defeat at home to Aston Villa, the Red Devils were held to a draw by Everton in a game that they might have lost on any other day. You've got to question the choices made by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The Norwegian tactician decided to put Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba on the bench, and his unwavering confidence in the pairing of Scott McTominay and Fred is confusing to say the least. Fred was the worst player on the pitch against the Toffees, losing possession so cheaply for Everton's equaliser. Moreover, the Brazilian has a tendency to lose possession quite a lot, and when it comes to passing the ball around, he isn't the sharpest of passers. It's becoming quite a pattern. Since that opening day win over Leeds United, Manchester United have not won a single game in convincing fashion, and they continue to play like a team that will only snatch wins here and there and do just enough for the fans to be happy for a bit. Such things rarely work out for the good, and while we have 2 weeks of international football to look forward to, or not, Solskjaer has his work cut out for him as United get ready for a really testing couple of months, where they will face all those teams that are already playing much better than them. Can he survive the next 2 months? The Liverpool-Manchester City game at Anfield was as action-packed as you could have hoped for it to be. After being held to a 3-3 draw by Brentford, Jurgen Klopp's men were eager to turn the tide in a game that started slow but turned on its head in the second half. City rarely get bullied by their opponents, but in this case, they were up against a Liverpool side that has a point to prove after relinquishing their league crown so easily last season. The Reds were in great form, and Mohamed Salah in particular was in no mood to be a mere bystander against a team that loves to boss possession. The Egyptians' pass saw Sadio Mane score another goal, but then Phil Foden made it 1-1, and then came the moment that once again proved why Salah is still one of the best forwards in the game. The Egyptian international decided to turn up the volume, cantered past Bernardo Silva before going past Aymeric Laporte as if he wasn't even there, and then rifled a right-footed shot past Ederson to make it 2-1. 5 minutes later, City equalised through Kevin De Bruyne. Fabinho had a chance to restore the home side's lead, but the Brazilian shot was heroically saved on the line by Rodri. While the game ended in a draw, it gave us enough proof that these two are going to fight tooth and nail for the league crown. On their last outing before the international break, PSG lost 2-0 away to Stade Rennais for the first time in the league this season, and it wasn't as if the Parisians didn't have enough chances to win the game. Both Kylian Mbappe and Neymar were wasteful in the first half, and then Lionel Messi's free kick hit the crossbar. It was a night to forget for Mauricio Pochettino's men. Stade Rennais might not be chasing championships anytime soon, but the Breton club ensured that the capital giants paid dearly for their wastefulness. Laporte and Tate scored quick-fire goals to mount pressure on the Ligue 1 giants, who could not find a way back into the game. The defeat would definitely have hurt Messi and company, but is also going to serve as a great reminder that there's no easy games in Ligue 1, even if the outside world calls it the Farmers' League. Barcelona are no longer standing on the edge. They're not in freefall. They've already fallen down, and they're finding it hard to find a way back to the surface. The latest defeat at the hands of Atletico Madrid means that the Spanish giants are in 9th place in the league standings, and they've got quite the mountain to climb. If there was one team that badly needed some time off, it is Barcelona. A 2-week international break will maybe help the club do some soul-searching, but will it be enough? Gerard Pique was visibly agitated throughout the game as he saw his teammates allow the likes of Luis Suarez, Lemar and Joao Felix stretch the defence as if it was made of some sort of elastic material. The Spanish international's views of the encounter were more like truth bombs. "We could have played for 3 hours and not scored a goal," said the World Cup winner before admitting that the team is suffering but needs to keep fighting. First, it was Luis Suarez who assisted Lemar for the opening goal and then scored the second goal and decided not to celebrate out of respect for the club. But then, he decided to do a call me gesture which was maybe aimed at Ronald Koeman, who reportedly forced him out of the club and was watching the game from the stands, calling his assistants to find out why his team was unable to defend like a top-flight side. The goal also resulted in an argument between Piqué and Sergio Busquets. The manner in which Barcelona conceded both goals was something you don't see from a team that aspires to play at such a high level. But then again, are Barcelona really playing on an elite level these days? Ahead of the game, there was a lot of talk about Ronald Koeman's future at the club, but it appears that the Dutchman has his president's confidence for now. With only one victory in all competitions in the last 5 matches, the Dutch coach was more than ever in the hot seat, and the Spanish media even explained that the former Netherlands boss would certainly be dismissed in the event of another defeat against Atletico de Madrid. On the evening, La Blaugrana lost at the Wanda Metropolitano, but on Sunday morning, Koeman was still Barca coach. After the statements made by his boss, the former Everton boss still has some time to turn things around. However, we all know that this isn't going to end well for him. Barcelona are unlikely to be conquering Spain at the moment, and everybody needs a scapegoat. Koeman will definitely make for that exact thing. 2 weeks from now, Barcelona will take on Valencia before a meeting with Dinamo Kiev in the Champions League. We're sure that they can navigate through both encounters without serious problems, but then they've got a date with Real Madrid in the first El Clasico of the season. A defeat against Carlo Ancelotti's men might seal Koeman's future. Even though Laporta says that he's going to back the manager, things in football can change in a matter of hours. The clock is ticking for Koeman, but we won't be surprised if he does end up being another casualty in what's quickly becoming a rather embarrassing turn of events at Camp Nou. Hopefully though, Barcelona will be able to come back from this and turn the page on what has been one of the darkest periods in the club's rich history.